Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm doing a little bit of pig hunting this evening. Perfect wind tonight for this spot. It's also a perfect wind for the blind. I got a buck going in there. His name's Comet. We named him Comet. But I had a little encounter with him last night, and I ended up shooting a pig. There's a story behind it, but I'm going to roll that footage. I never found him. And then I'll let you guys know today what happened afterwards. I think I smoked him. Well, I've been walking around for about 20 minutes now, and I just found my arrow. You should be able to see it over there, but there's no pig there. I get through this branch. Whee! There's my arrow. Not knowing if this pig or dead or not. It's kind of worrisome. Because I don't have a pistol. The blood's pretty good looking, real bubbly. Did shove my knock down in the arrow, but I got pretty good penetration actually. Put all the way down to the back of the arrow and some on the fletching, so I'm gonna keep following this blood trail and see if I can find it. So after I found the arrow, I ended up tracking good blood for about 60 yards, and when I got to this open clearing, it was a road actually. I could hear it. And then I started hearing a thud noise, and it got closer and closer, and I finally caught up to it with my flashlight. This pig was about 10 yards in front of me, coming right towards me. Because originally I thought the shot was high, and when he turned, when the flashlight hit him, he ended up, I could see the entrance wound, and it was just a couple inches forward of center mass, so definitely a kill shot. But I mean, it was well over an hour after I shot him when that happened. Well, guys, I'm recording this well after the fact of me doing the outro. I think in the beginning of the video I mentioned that I hunt 2 different ranches, this one that I work on, and then another one that my father-in-law runs. But for privacy reasons for that family, I'm just gonna call it the other ranch. But he sent me a picture of the pig. He ended up finding it, so that's good news. That's 2 pigs. They were both pretty similar shots, just a touch back of the lungs, probably a little bit of liver in there. It's unfortunate that I wasn't able to recover them in the field right after, in the moment. But, again, I'd rather it happen on a pig than I had a whitetail. So, just wanted to mention that. I'm going to throw up a picture of him, and we'll get back to the video. So, back to the big problem on this ranch. When I got the chance to come out here and guide last fall, I was still in college. And there was 2 pigs in this pasture. Ranch manager got one, and then a hunter got the other. Well, in the spring, I got a job offer from this guy. I actually told him when I did my tour of the ranch that I was about to graduate in the spring, and I was looking for a job. And at the beginning of April, I came and did a little bit of work for him, and he offered me, he said he's going to send me a job description, so I guess kind of like a job offer. And I ended up taking it, and then I graduated in May and started out here June 1st. But we had some dog-proof coon traps set up, and we had game cameras on them. So instead of, waiting or driving around and making it take, an hour and a half to check these traps, we would just check the cameras in the morning and see if we caught anything. Well, I started noticing a couple of pigs on those cameras. Pigs going down to get a drink in the night. And kind of guessed, okay, there's 1 or 2, maybe 3 pigs on this camera. Sometimes there's 6 or 7. So there's probably around 20, if that's, what's hitting it. What are we not seeing, I guess? And I was way off. When I finally got the camera set up for the whitetail pasture, or the main pasture. I say whitetail pasture. It's our big pasture. It was about 100, probably around 100 to 150 pigs in this pasture. So So far, the ranch manager's got 2 of them. And I say ranch manager, my title's assistant ranch manager. But he got 2 of them one morning, actually in the same blind. Well, he was in the rifle blind, I'm in the bow blind. And I've got 4 with the rifle, 1 with the bow, 1 with my truck, my personal truck at that. And then I've got 2 unconfirmed. 1, I seen buzzards the next day, just never went and actually found it. And the other one, just nothing. So I will pop up 2 pictures. I actually shot a pig here. I was taking my dog on a ride and noticed there was pigs here. And through low light and my scope, well, so I parked on the dam back here behind me and walked up behind the gun blind off of sticks. I shot this pig, but I had low light and my scope was zoomed out to like maybe 6 power. Pig looked like 150 pounds. I shot him. Came up here, thought, okay, maybe he's more like 200, 225. And ended up being 304 on the scale. And then the next day, went to a different blind, drove past the blind, parked my truck, checked the camera, there was pigs there. I got in the blind, opened the window, the pigs were still there. I shot a sow that I never found, and on the run, I ended up shooting this boar here. I'm going to put up another picture of him, of this one, and he was about 250 pounds. We didn't officially weigh him, but somewhere between 240 and 260. But it is super humid in this blind. I'm sweating my butt off. I've actually got shorts on. So, gonna get quiet and hopefully we have these pigs come in. There's 6 of them. So, we'll see what happens. Wow, the feeder just actually went off. Those little pigs ran off into the brush, but we got about, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes at most. Minutes of light left. So, it all can change in a couple of seconds, so. Wow, I just shot a pig. I don't think you could see it on the camera. It's pretty dark, but the shot looked a little back. Definitely a kill shot, I would think. But after I shot it, it just stood there for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes and finally ran off. So it's 9:27 right now. I'm gonna give it till, I don't know, 9:45 or so. I'm gonna pack all my stuff up and then see if we can go find any blood or anything. Well, that's a pretty good sign to me. A little bit darker than I like, but I mean that's only, I don't know, 15 yards from the feeder. So I'm gonna stay on it, and I mean you can see it's still going here. So hopefully we can find it. Well, found my arrow. Something's going on with my knock, but I mean there's blood all over it, and I mean the blood continues through the brush there. I'm gonna have to find a way around all this. So I'll back up a little bit. I mean it's pretty thick right here, and I'm a big guy. So, but found the arrow. Oh, there's the old strap, but pretty good blood around it. So let's see if we can get under and hopefully. Oh, look at there. Another one right there. Oh, look at you. Gotta love it. Well, guys, I'm back here at the blind that I was hunting in last night, and getting all the feeders set up for the time change. And looky what I found there. There's our pig. It only went in here about, oh, I don't know, 20 yards or so. Shot was a little back like I thought, but definitely a lung shot. That pig's definitely a little bit bigger than I thought as well, but hate to see it, but we found it. So don't know how well you can see it, but just through there, it's super. I mean, you guys can see how thick this is. This is an actual opening back here, but my truck's just right there. I can hear it. It's probably 20-30 yards on the other side of this brush. So pig didn't make it far. If I would have just pushed through the brush a little bit harder last night, I would have found it, but what can you do? Well, didn't mention it at the kill site, but it ended up being a little boar pig. A little bit too big to eat regardless. A little over 100 pounds. Maybe if it was a sow and I recovered it last night, I might have taken the back straps off. But regardless, we found it, and that's all that matters. So unfortunately didn't get to recover it last night. It is what it is. If I would have went through one little bush that I just didn't go through last night, I would have found that big. But you live and you learn. With the spotty blood after I got back around into the brush, I just didn't know if the pig did expire or not. But hey, I got it done. Just didn't find it till about I don't know, 15 or 16 hours later. So regardless, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I can bring you guys some more hunting content, whether that be pigs or some sort of bird, whitetail, anything like that. So thank you all for watching. See you all in the next one. Peace out.